Just know we are live on DSTV channel 421, GoTV channel 144. On to our very first story. Now, there's been mixed reactions in various assemblies after the release of the list of metropolitan, municipal and district chief executive nominees. Now, while some are kicking against the president's nominees, others are welcoming the appointments with a call on constituents and party supporters to accept and confirm the appointees during the district assembly elections. Let's start off from the Chereponi district, where angry supporters attacked, beat up party executives and vandalized the party's office.
This is live. Live. Chairman Dikale, 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 Ankarang, Chairman Dikale. Young National. This is live. Chairman Dikale.
Minister Danbochi. Their great supporters began the rampage as soon as the official list of the MMDCE nominees was unveiled today in Accra by the local government and rural development minister Danbochi. Amidst armed security forces, the supporters chanted war songs, marching on from the town center to burn at least 6 installations of the party in various locations in the township. From there, they violently proceeded to besiege the private residence of the constituency chairman in order to burn more of the party properties, but were overpowered by the police.
This is live. Live. Chairman Dikale, Chairman Dikale, Chairman Dikale, Chairman Dikale, Chairman Dikale.
Abdul Rahman Sharif, the party's regional deputy Nasara coordinator, who had been on an official assignment monitoring the situation since yesterday when tensions began to mount, said he was disappointed by the failure of the police to stop the incident despite the glaring signals.
How many party pavilions have been touched?
Okay, I can count 3. 3, yes. I can count 3 for now. The central base, patriotic base, and then where our constituency chairman do sit, he has a pavilion. Yes.
The party office, do you have party office in Chereponi?
We don't have a party office in Chereponi. It's just some pavilions that for the youth groups where people do sit. But we don't have a party office.
Have there been any arrests?
No, so far we have not heard of any arrest.
Have there been any injuries?
No, I was told that the MP's brother was hurt, but I don't know how it is currently. I don't know, but the MP's brother, they attacked him, the mob.
You know his name,
I
sir?
learned he has been taken to the hospital.
You know his name, sir?
He's Fatao. Fatao, Abdul Fatao.
So how did the police allow this to happen? Because yesterday there were signals and...
In fact, even this morning, police, there were police patrol and everything. We ourselves are wondering why that didn't happen. In fact, we ourselves, and going further, I don't know if you interview some of them, let them understand that if anyone is you, at least they should make some arrest and let them understand. Well, if you don't make an arrest, they can do anything at any time and go scot-free. But it was a mob and they were moving. Once they arrest some of them, the rest will also come down.
Meanwhile, some party members in Gambaga in the East Mamprusi municipality have also rejected the president's nominee for the area. The supporters said the nomination of Hajia Rashida Mahama was because of her family ties and relationship with the president and not her competence and capabilities. They have therefore threatened to vote against the party like they did in 2020 if the nominee is confirmed.
Lala banzanta Hajia Rashida Sowa. Just only 2020 election wani katinya ubunu wani. President one shema kashi lezugo maybe usistan wani Hajia Alima.
We are not happy because the nominee is a stranger. She has been given the nod because of her sister Hajia Alima Mahama. But this is not fair. This
appointment man because I will 2020 mo kat funyo constitution ko ji constitution terbo lab maintain current one ma incumbent ma ka terbo.
We are rejecting the president's nominee because we do not know her. She only emerged here in 2020. Remember, we lost this constituency because of issues of the regional creations.
So we will change it.
And we will lose this seat again because of this particular nominee.
Appointment now say party for Yatanachi and Maning Hano and Nakufado by so boy a partner. So, nephew, and coupon echo so I hear.
Ilyasu Tanko reporting.
And those were scenes from Chereponi in the northeast region. Let's now connect with Ilyasu Tanko, who joins me from there with the latest. Ilyasu, now we hear the rioting is still at play, that it's still continuing. What exactly are the scenes like in Chereponi currently?
Well, as I speak to you now, the police have been able to quell the rampaging, but the supporters are still angry. The aspirant himself, the disappointed aspirant himself, is now urging calm, but he's urging or he's also calling on the supporters to use what he called their local powers to counter or disagree or reject the president's decision not to appoint him, but rather Hajia Zuera to Mother Nasiru. He's saying that it's not over yet. But I'm also hearing that the supporters actually are also going to petition the police today. They had already done that on Saturday. And my understanding is that they are going to petition the police to hold a demonstration on Monday against the decision of the president not to appoint their favorite or their choice, who is called SK Orlando, but rather Madame Zuera to Mother. So as I speak to you now, the violence, the rampaging has been quelled by the police, but the supporters are still very, very aggrieved.
Now let's talk about some of these supporters. Some of them torched those facilities, the MPP's facilities in Chereponi. What has happened to them? Have there been any arrests yet?
Not at all. In fact, the police were deployed ahead of this particular what happened yesterday. But as you see in some of the clip, the supporters were clashing with some of the police officers in there. And so as I speak to you now, the police have not been able to make any arrests.
So no arrests have been made, and the people are calling for a further demonstration, which can only be a recipe for more of what we may have seen already. How has the police been reacting to all of this, though? I heard initially in that report you put together that there were accusations against the police for having not seen that this was likely to happen and having allowed it to happen. So what has the police been sharing with you?
Yes, exactly. The deputy Nasara coordinator, ahead of what happened yesterday, was sent by the party to try speak to the youth to respect the decision of the president. the police, we understand, on Saturday and Sunday has been engaging with this youth, talking to them to avoid what happened yesterday. But unfortunately, as we see in there, they went ahead anyway to cause that particular distraction. We are not hearing much from the police, except they telling us that the situation is under control and they are ahead of the demonstrators, and they are assuring that they will be able to maintain calm in that particular area.
Eliasu, thank you for bringing us the latest on these developments. We'll stay with you later for Chereponi. But let's check out what the latest is, basically, what has been happening in Chereponi. Do watch this.
The disappointed aspirant, Kofi Orlando, who was rumored to have been tipped for the DCE position, was however shocked to hear the name of Madam Zuwaira Tumada Nasiru mentioned in the final list of MMDCE nominees presented yesterday by the local government and rural development minister. In response, his supporters poured onto the street in a violent protest, clashing with security forces and destroying party properties. The rampaging supporters destroyed 6 party pavilions at different locations in the township, and at least one person was wounded after a brawl broke out at the residence of the party's constituency chairman, where the angry supporters had besieged to cause further damage to party properties. They were, however, overpowered and dispersed by the police. Listen to some of the supporters justifying their action.
And we, the people of Chereponi, want to send a clear message to the president that the tag NDC has been given to him as the head of the Achim Mafia has come to play. Because it appears that they just want to feel themselves, and the masses can go to hell, they don't care. Now, we are in Chereponi when Honorable Orlando grew as a young man. He knew no other job apart from party work. He's served the party from a very young age till death. And this man has gone through the ranks, been the deputy secretary for 9 good years, the substantive secretary for another 8 years, and now it is his turn to eat. Let's put it that way. Excuse me for my word, eat. And you sit there and concoct your own story to tell us that people in Chereponi rather recommend Hajia Zuwaira. Who is Hajia Zuwaira? It's a day that we are all disappointed. The thousands of people that you see, show your cameras, the thousands of people that you see here are all here to mourn for no one but SK. This is a guy who has demonstrated all his life in the service of MPP. I am a party born. It is SK success. It is SK success that will touch all of us, a patriot like me who have served for so many years to be served. We are highly disappointed.
Speaking to the media, the disappointed aspirant urged calm among his supporters, but said it wasn't over yet.
MPP has been able to identify her as such, and leaving people who have suffered for the party so many years. I want to say that I wouldn't want to comment so much. I leave everything to God. God will decide my fate. Let's hold ourselves and see what God has for us. It is not over yet, because our lives are important. The president has his executive power to do what he has done, and we also have our local power to decide. But I still urge you to be calm. It is not over yet. God will decide for us.
Meanwhile, security personnel have intensified patrols to maintain law and order in the area already beset by travel and land conflict. Eliasu Tanko reporting.